This is just a sample of the audiobook. To get the complete audiobook, access the link posted in the first comment.
Drug Lords, Cowboys, and Desperadoes is a study of the relationship between affective, narrative, and violence on the Mexico-U.S. frontier. I choose the term frontier instead of border, as I do not mean to focus on a single line drawn on a map, but on a territory conceived of as the end of civilization and not quite incorporated into the nation-state. The book studies three transhistorial narratives of violence and their underlying affective structures: narratives on social bandits in the Mexican countryside, including drug dealers; narratives on desperados in the territories ceded by Mexico to the United States under the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo; and narratives on cowboys who waged war on Native Americans across the shifting U.S. frontier. These characters are relevant because the stories that are told about them have had lasting traditions, affecting their target population and sometimes beyond. These archetypes have produced narratives that have continued to operate within a structure, even while single icons might have become outdated and forgotten. These affective structures are generally transhistorical and prove very resilient to obsolescence, while being flexible enough to be applied to historical narratives in much the same way as to fiction. In order to better explain these structures' persistence and flexibility, the book brings to bear the role of enjoyment and affect in popular narratives that package political violence for entertainment, and in doing so, it also explains how these influential narratives have become a model for behavior, in that they produce certain types of affect among people who consume them. Narratives about social bandits, desperados, and cowboys have already received considerable critical attention, ranging from Richard Slotkin's 1972 structural analysis of the mythical figure of the cowboy, and Paul Vanderwood's 1981 historical study of asocial bandits during Porfirio Diaz's dictatorship in Mexico, or Américo Paredes' 1988 retelling of Walter Prescott Webb's The Texas Rangers.